Okay, day 53 of me trading with Apex in my new funded account. So far I'm down 107, which is not too bad. I'm trying to decide on if I'm going to take another trade or not. The one I took today, let's just focus really quick on the 3-minute chart up here, right here. This is MNQ. And I actually did a 10 EMA play. This is the first 10 EMA play I've done in quite a bit, in quite a while. So I think, I'm pretty sure it's, yeah. So basically, hourly 50 EMA price is above hourly 50 EMA. I did mark the 30-minute low. This is the last, I guess Friday's 30-minute high. I can actually delete that now. And I also have the 30-minute high marked out here. So because we're above this EMA on the hourly chart, I should, for the 10 EMA setup or the rules for that, I should mainly be looking to go long. So at that point, I am looking for a bear candle to open and close above the 10 EMA on the 3-minute, this light blue line. So as price is coming down, it kind of struggled to get that bear candle opening and closing above that 10. We did get one here. I had an order set up right here. It just didn't get filled, which is good, fine. We come down and we get the next bear candle opening and closing or new bear reset candle above that 10 EMA right here. So yeah, entry above that candle, and I put the stop. This stop might have been, could have been too tight. I know somebody else that took the same trade, and their stop was even tighter. Technically, maybe a better stop would be at the low or maybe right here. So it could definitely bounce now and come back up, but this was so crazy choppy that I don't know. And then this is MNQ on MES. If you can see this little tiny chart, you see this little box here. This is a gap that that MES is in now, and who knows? Hourly, they may it may try to fill more of this gap. Maybe come down to the halfway point. So I don't know. It's just been really choppy on MNQ. I drew this little trend line, kind of like a bear flag, pennant, whatever you want to call it, type thing. I was pretty excited when I got entered in, and I decided to trim one at this, the top of this bear candle, because it was a big candle. It had a good amount of volume compared to all of this in between, where I got the high and where I got filled. And that's what happened. So I'm glad I, trimmed one. And almost my original target was 1.2. So we had a little bit of ways to go, and it kind of slowed down. So moved my stop up one time right under here when we got the opposite 10 EMA setup, which is a bull candle opening and closing below that 10 EMA. So, that's what it is. Yeah, it didn't, we might come lower. Now, I am questioning on if I should take another 10 EMA setup or if I should fall back on a different strategy. And the strategy I may end up falling back on is using the Bollinger Bands in volume and also levels, but mainly, if we come down to the bottom of it, which we already pretty much are there, and we start coming past it, and it becomes, we pop out of that Bollinger Band, and if on the 3-minute chart, the RSI, so volume and RSI, If it starts like burning lava red, you know, on the RSI, on the 3-minute and 15-minute, if both of them are the same, because sometimes, you know, it may be that way on the 3-minute, but not on the 15, and we're near more of like a coming up on a support, which on the hourly chart is about right here, somewhere in this zone. I will probably look for some type of reversal candlestick pattern or something, or maybe a hammer candle, or if we make a double bottom or something like that, and I will, you know, like I said, probably take that trade long. And that's what I'd be looking for. I don't know that I would do to do a 10 EMA setup now, for the rules is we have to be below the hourly 50 EMA, which we're right here, and we're kind of coming up on that. We're actually passing that support zone I was just talking about. So if we get a really nice hammer candle, also we could come and touch the daily 10 EMA. So that's the other thing I was kind of thinking about. But basically, I would have to let price come up, close, and then make another, because I missed this one. So make another bull candle opening and closing below the 10 to go short. That's probably really confusing how I'm explaining it. It's also because I'm trying to now decide what I'm going to be doing here. I'm really going to be looking for something. I'm thinking maybe now entering possibly somewhere around the 10. And again, the RSI, I would like to see the RSI on the 3-minute and 15-minute be burning lava red, you know, down here, which that doesn't necessarily mean it for sure will go up, but I don't know. I've tracked it pretty good, and it's a pretty good little indicator on something could be changing. So we also became extended from the bottom of this Bollinger Band at this point, and that's when I was like, I kind of figured if I was going to go the 10 EMA route, it was just going to be, you know, a little tricky for that particular setup. But MES is now coming down and filling about halfway to filling that gap to the downside. So again, who knows? Maybe it will fill the whole thing, or it'll just reverse. Either way, I'm not really wanting to short. Another reason why I'm wanting to short, which doesn't necessarily matter, is we've already gone down. Like this candle on the 24-hour chart is already over 1% like move on MNQ. So this obviously could turn into this right here, this bigger candle, but I don't know. We'll see. It could also start bouncing here. I don't know. I'll update. I'll come back if I am in another trade. All right, so we're getting pretty low on the RSI on the 3-minute. The 15-minute also, but just not quite. I told myself I wanted to get in when it was like getting really red, but this could be still a good place to get in long. I think it probably could go a little lower. So maybe we'll chop. I kind of hope we chop a little bit. I mean, not chop it, like go sideways and then come a little lower and then look for a reversal candle. But really, this hammer candle, I could think about playing it right here. Entry would be like right there. The stop is where it's like on the hourly chart. My stop could be like below these wicks right here. Or I could play the hammer candle strategy where I know that the wick will get filled to some degree. I'll say at least 50% of the wick, and it already has filled a little bit, but could put my entry here. If the RSI on the 3-minute and 15-minute were super red, I would feel better about doing this, but I'm a little nervous to do this because I do think there could be a chance that this comes lower. So if I played the hammer candle the original way like I was taught, I would have been in right now. And yeah, this could. The other thing I was thinking about doing was at first getting in above this candle. I mean, this was a lot of bare volume that came in. And if we take that out, maybe this can come up. But we tried to do that earlier on that trade, where taking out a candle with a lot of volume, and that didn't quite work. It didn't quite work. A lot of times it does, but today it's kind of such a crazy day that I don't know that would work. Plus the entry would be this high. Also, getting in above these inverted hammers right here. Like, I'm not too mad about that. I think maybe out of all the ideas I have, as far as getting in right now, I don't think I would mind that. But then, I don't know, I really wanted to see something on the RSI, like a lot lower, but this could have been it. This could have been the low, and, it may not go down lower. And we can now bounce all the way back up to the top of this Bollinger Band or something. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here around this 10 EMA on the 3-minute. All right, so missed that bounce. Again, RSI went really low, it didn't start getting super red. So basic. I feel like a kid, like super burning lava Reddit. Missed that, was thinking about it, and then I said, well, if we could come down to here where this hourly support area is, that's kind of where I was waiting, and it just started bouncing. So now there's another decision I can make. I could try another 10 EMA play. It looks a little better on MES because on MES, price is still, it's gotten back above this hourly 50 EMA. So could be, that's kind of a large stop. Could be something like this. On MES, MNQ, also kind of large. Yeah, dang. I wish I would have got that little bounce. Wish I would have got the little bounce. It's kind of like an ugly looking double bottom neckline. I don't know. And now the top of the Bollinger Band is it's closer now. If I do the 10 EMA, it would be over an R for my target, which would have to surpass the top. I really hate that I hesitated on this so much. And then I was trying to possibly set an order where the wick was, halfway of the wick, but then I realized one thing I've noticed, I love hammer candles, but with this Bollinger Band slash RSI, 3-minute RSI, and 3 and 15-minute RSI, and then potential, just those alone. When there's a nice hammer candle, when the RSIs are low and they're matching, I always say like the wicks of hammer candles will fill, but when all of what I just said is matching and in line, I've noticed that sometimes the wicks don't fill at all, and just playing them the regular way, entry above, stop even below the low, like super crazy, small, wins really well. So like even just that, I would have hit my 1.2R target and at least would have had a runner on. So yeah, I don't know what to do now. Don't know what to do because these stops on both MNQ and MES are kind of large. On MES, what I like also is this kind of a, Morningstar reversal right here. So I could ignore the 10 EMA and put my entry around the 50% mark of this bigger bull candle right here and have my stop kind of like that. Let's see what it looks like on the 15-minute. Could do the same like RSI thing that I was telling you, but on both MNQ and MES, the RSI is not burning lava red. This is a little tough. On the hourly chart on MNQ, this is starting to try to turn into a hammer candle. In fact, I didn't realize that we only have 3 minutes left of this hourly candle. So I like the fact that it's looking like a hammer candle. I don't know if it'll stay like that, but we'll see. Okay, in my second trade. So again, yeah, it never really came back down. It just pretty much took off. At that point, I was deciding on getting in at that 10 EMA long, and I realized, and this is a nice little double bottom right here. Don't know if it'll hold, but I was initially trying to put an entry here. That's like basically a lot more at the neckline of this pattern. But this little hammer-ish doji type candle came down and basically wicked down, and I thought, well, maybe. So I've kind of chased it a little bit. It could come down further. Let me go ahead and lift this up a little bit. And that's not like a whole lot more, but let me see, where should I put, oh wait, it's trying to go, hang on. Let me think. I'll leave it right there. I'll leave this right here. Maybe just a little bit further down to trim one. May not get it. Anyway, so yeah, this could actually come down maybe around here, and maybe we'll see another bounce. I kind of chased it a little bit. I got a little FOMO, which is why I still put a limit buy. I just changed it from down here to playing the wick fill of this little doji hammer like candle right here on the 3 minute on the 3 minute chart. So that's what I've done. Once, if I can, if this hits, I'll feel a little bit better about this trade. I definitely don't want this to be a very big losing day. If it is going to be one, so definitely would like 1 micro to be taken off. So we'll see if it could do that. Okay, it did it right there, so I feel a little bit better. I'll wait a while to probably move my stop. Like I said again, price didn't really come all the way down to the neckline, so this could be kind of like a fake bounce possibly. The RSI on the 3-minute definitely went a lot higher. Now, what I like is that on the 15-minute, the RSI is still kind of low. Like, it did go higher, but it's not like up here like the 3-minute one is. So hopefully that could mean we have more room to go up. Like I said, let me go ahead and mark this out. Where was it? Like right here. I got out of one right there. I will see. I'm just going to try to hold as long as possible. I may leave a, oh, let me go ahead and mark this too. 3 little micro contracts. I'm going to try to hold my to 1.2 and leave a runner after 1.2 if it can get up there. I really don't know. On the 24-hour chart on MNQ, this was looking like a inverted hammer, and now it's kind of looking like more of an indecision candle. Still slightly hammerish, but it would be great if we could come right back up to this little level right here, which is nice. But I think what I'm probably going to have to do is walk away. I think I'm just going to have to walk away because I'm a little, I don't know. I don't want to keep trying to chase. I've already chased a little bit on this particular trade. I really wanted it to come down to this area. Another reason why I chased is because I thought, well, if this hammer candle does get taken out, we may actually go ahead and bypass the neckline completely and just dump again. So that could still happen. I'm going to set some alerts, walk away, and I will be back in a little bit. Okay, so walked away, and price did actually come back down to that neckline. So if I would have been a little bit more patient, this trade would have looked something like this. So it would have been up and all of that. Now, one thing I really wish I would have done is before this trade got triggered, I don't think I was paying attention too much to the stop. Oh, I gotta change this. I completely forgot. Wow, and I was walked away and everything. This stop was pretty large, and I called myself putting it below the 50% mark of this bigger bull candle here. But looking back at this, well, this is also under the daily 10, so I guess that's kind of safe. That's not like, yeah, there's the 24-hour 10 EMA, like right there. So I guess it's not horrible. I'm trying to decide on if I should just get out. Because we're back under the hourly 50 EMA. This technically right here was a setup to go short. So to be honest, I could just raise my stop up, right here. I would like to still kind of give this trade some room to run, but yeah, I mean, this could come back down. I will move the stop, but I'm trying to figure out, maybe move it like right here, or I maybe should just get out, because I'm not really liking, I really don't like the entry I had on this particular trade. It still may end up winning, but I don't quite like it. I mean, I essentially have been chasing ever since I realized I missed playing this candle, this bounce here, when the RSI on the 3-minute and 15-minute were matching. And we're at the bottom of the Bollinger Band and stuff like that. So, right around the daily 10 as well. So, I've been chasing ever since, flipped to trying to do a 10 EMA play, which I actually missed, and then wanted to catch the neckline, double bottom neckline bounce. Thought I missed it here, so again, raised the entry. So I've been sort of chasing, and I don't like feeling like that. So I'll do this. I moved my stop, and if price can come back up here again, or even like right here, like I'll get out another contract and then I'll feel a little better about just not totally getting out of everything. I mean, it's only 3 contracts, so maybe I'm trying to milk this more than I really should be at this point. But I can almost extend this. Almost. Yeah. We kind of have... Why can't it? Anyways, I'll be back with an update. I'm going to try to get out of one more little micro here, if it can come up here. I am almost thinking it probably can't. And I think what I'll do with my stop, and this might be too soon to do this. Yeah, that 50% mark of the, or the 5R mark is literally right below this low. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, since it's kind of a choppy day, if it comes down here, gets stops out, and turns back right, turns around. So, but I am going to move it up just a little bit more. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I'm pretty sure that this will be my last trade for today, and this will be a red day. And that's okay. It'll be the first red day I've had in a little bit. I've had 5 winning days in a row, so it's all good. But again, I'm going to probably set some alerts to the downside and see if I get stopped out. I'll be back with an update in just a little bit. All right, so got stopped out really quick on this candle. And yeah, so I'm out. Yeah, this has been kind of a crazy day. And so now I'm down, what, like 211. Yeah, don't quite like that. Yeah, I think that's the last trade. Could do something like this maybe. But again, I think maybe I've told myself I'd give myself 3 trades a day. But man, I do not want to lose more. What did MAS end up doing? Okay, so yeah. I had the 10 EMA set up here, and it just consolidated for a while, and now it's coming down. The Bollinger Band on here is looking crazy. This might be a good time to get in. That'll be the end of the video, because this video is very long already. If I take another trade, I'll try to include it in tomorrow's video.